make sure that truck wasn't teaming. If the truck was teaming, YouTube, Troystarz, trucking. In this video, we're gonna talk about what to look for when buying a used truck. Right after these messages.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
YouTube! Alright, listen. I just want to say this before I even start the video. It's going to be two sections because I can't cover everything in one video. What to find out, the information to get before you even leave your house to go view the truck. The next video is going to be like what to expect, you know what I mean? Like look, touch, feel. If you're looking and you'll be like, oh no, this video is too long, and you skip, that's all right, because I'm gonna tell you this: you're not ready for a truck. It's that simple. You're not ready for a truck if you choose not to sit back and take these valid information that I take so much time to put together to make you know what to expect when buying a truck, and you skip away because the video is too long. You're not ready to buy a truck, okay? That being said, and that is out of the way, let's get right in the video. First, I want to start off by, if you didn't watch the first video of use a new truck, please to watch that video and then come back to this video. That video is gonna scroll across the top of the screen in the next 1, 2, 3. That's it. You can click on it and then you come back to this video. Everything should be where it's supposed to be. You're on track to buy your truck. Now, things to look for before buying a used truck. This is a heck of a video. I didn't see these information that I'm gonna put in this video. I'd never see these when I was looking for my truck. So here we go. The first thing you want to look for when buying a used truck is who is actually selling the truck. Where they get the truck from. And all of these you have to ask the seller. Sometimes they are not honest. And sometimes even the sales representative don't know where these trucks are coming from. Right away, that's not good. You should know where the trucks are coming from. Who are the truck, what company, and stuff like that. If it's a owner, like him alone own a truck, then you can ask him what he was hauling in the truck. You know, those stretch his legs, like ask him about the weight and stuff. He's not going to be, because it's always light. If you ain't asking one of these guys, they're always light loads and always highway mileage. That's all they're going to say. They want the truck to sell, so they give you the information that they would need for them to buy a truck. Now, how are you going to know that all these information are true? That's what we're going to get to right in this video. Now, these theory and these information that I'm gonna give you, they will work, and they are all scheduled to work. You know what I mean? You just have to use them, know when to use them, and know what to check for. And for all the truck buyers and people with more knowledge than me, please feel free to leave your information on what to look for in the comments, so me myself can also learn from it, and my subscribers can also, when they go down to leave a comment, they can see your message and read and get some knowledge also. So please feel free to leave comments down there. For all you guys that I missed something or may know more than me, should go ahead and put it down. You know what I mean? All right, the first thing is, after you know where that truck is coming from, more time you're not gonna know, because you know sometimes they don't really tell you, sometimes themselves don't know. The first thing you want to check on the truck is the mileage. And when I say the mileage, I don't know if it's kilo. In the States is the miles, and in Canada is kilo, km. That's what they work with. So when you look at your truck, you will see km at the edge, at the end of the mile, where the mile section is. The same for the US. Now, some guys mention kilo and change it on the clock. Or the truck is 800,000 miles in Canada. And in Canada, everyone mention miles, even though it's kilo, km, on the truck. You know what I mean? But they still mention miles when selling. So what they will do is actually go inside the dash. I show you guys a video on this truck already when I got scammed. They go inside the dash and they change that 1.3 kilo, change it over to miles, and when you look, you will see like 800,000 on the dash. which I thought it was kilo. But actually, it is actually miles. So when you change it back over to kilo, it's 1.3 million. You know what I mean? And on the website that the truck was selling in Canada, it was all kilo. Every truck was in kilo. That's the only one that actually changed. And because of me wanted to get my truck so bad, I wasn't paying attention that this guy actually changed the truck from kilo to miles. And that caught me off guard. Because right there, with Volvo truck, of course, with Volvo truck, the warranty on the transmission finished at 1.2 million. And if you go ahead and see 800,000 on the dash, you will be like, okay, that means the transmission is not out of warranty as yet. So, you know, I still have more time, or I still can get this checked. When actually, it's actually out because they actually changed it around. Now you have to, when you figure this out, you actually have to ask all the stuff that is actually done or get done on the truck. You know what I mean? You have to ask all the information. You have to ask them the dealer that they went to. You know what I mean? And see and call that dealer, and you can ask them to send you an email of the information on the truck that they work on. They will. And you can sit down and you can look through that information to see if this guy was actually telling you the truth, or if dealer actually did some important jobs on the truck that it won't cost you in the later run. Now, all of these have to be dealt with before you consider of buying this truck. And the reason why you have to go through all these stuff, you want to go through all this stuff before you tell your mechanic you're interested in a truck, so come with you to come and look at this truck. Before you get to your mechanic, you have to do your research yourself. You have to do some role, play some part in seeing the truck, seeking the truck. Go ahead and pre the truck before you actually tell the mechanic, say, yes, I saw a truck. This is because, listen, don't rush. Don't ever rush on buying a truck. If this guy is telling you got two other guys coming for the truck and calling him down, let them call, let them come and get the truck. There are a lot of trucks out there. So if that truck, if those other guys want that truck so bad, that's fine. You will find another truck and give you more time to save more on getting a truck. Don't let that trap catch you, or that crap catch you, because that's what they always use. You will see that truck trying to sell for 3 weeks. And all of a sudden, as you call, there's 2 or 3 other guys coming to look at the truck tomorrow. What a coincidence, you know? Don't fall for that. So if they go ahead and tell you that, you tell them, okay, then let those guys come and look at it. I will search until I find another truck. Right away, he may change his mind and be like, oh, you can still come. Because maybe they, you know, most guys say they will come, but they won't come. Change his mouth right away. You know what I mean? Back to the next phase. The next phase you want to look into now is after you figure out the mileage. First thing first, when you're going to look at that truck, what you need to do as you get there is to feel the engine. Put your hand on the engine to feel if he already start that truck already, to get it warm up. That's if he's not using the truck already. Like he's using the truck, but he's actually want to sell the truck. That's a bit different. Reason why, when a truck is active, trust me, the engine check light is not gonna stay away. It's gonna show. Once the truck is active and warm, that engine check light is gonna come up if something is wrong. So if he's using the truck, to me, I would say that's okay. That's all right for me, because you're using the truck. So that means when I come to see that truck, the engine check light should be showing if something is wrong in that aspect of the truck. Like I said, when you go ahead and you feel that engine, if it's parked, right? Let's say he parked the engine. Let's say he says he's not using his truck. The truck is parked at a parking spot that he have. He's not using the truck, so he parked the truck there. Let's say he parked the truck there, and you go. He's there waiting on you, and you go. And when you go there, that engine is warm. That means he start the truck, warm the truck up. Why did he warm the truck up? Right there is another problem again, because he can warm the truck up to hide a lot of stuff, right? And if the engine is washed, that's the next way to hide oil leaks and all that. Now, your mechanic, if he is good, he will actually find those oil leaks, right? But going there and the truck engine is already warm and he said the truck was parked, right away, something is not right. If you go there and you want him to get there at the same time and you guys start the truck all together. That's different from if he start the truck, warm it up, and waiting for you to come. You know what I mean? Or you go there and see the truck chuckling already. Sometimes something is fishy right there already. You know what I mean? Now, the next thing you want to do is going for the driving test. Before we even get to driving test, we're going to talk about some of the tricks that these guys have up their sleeves. The next thing that they would do to try to throw you off is to have you go into their mechanic, where them get their truck inspected. Most of the time when someone is selling a truck, especially a private owner is selling a truck, he's selling that truck because the mechanic says, get rid of this truck because something something is coming up, or something is on his way to go. So get rid of this truck before whatever. So if he take you to that mechanic that tell him that mechanic is not gonna show you that, he's gonna go around it because he don't want to rat out his friend that take you to him, right? So he's gonna tell you what you need to know also. So you have to take that truck and take it to your mechanic somewhere. Maybe take it to a dealer, because you can't really go around. Well, I was gonna say you can't really go around dealers, but some of these dealers are really tricky. But you can take a risk with a dealer because they were willing to get your money. So they will run through that truck and tell you what need to get fixed. The next thing is, if that truck does not have a if the truck is not inspected and passed, don't even thinking about paying the full price for that truck if it didn't get inspected. If you want to take that truck still and do your own inspection, you have to ensure that most of those stuff is not going to cost you arm and a leg. Meaning, it's not going to cost you way too much money to get passed. So it's either you ask them to get the truck passed, even though they're going to tell you it's going to be more money, or if your mechanic go with you and look at the truck and said, okay, for it to pass this and this and this and this, and it's just going to cost you this and whatever, and you work it out within your head and say, you know what, I can work with this. You can then turn to the seller and give him an option that, listen, this and this and this is what not working. So for me to buy this truck, you would need to take this and this and this off. So I can, I will take the truck. If not, if you refuse, you go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's not this that you have to get this truck or you have to buy a truck when you go ahead and see this truck. Look at it this way. When you're going to buy a truck, they're all liars and thieves. Look at it like that and you can't go wrong. Most of the information that you're getting is not concrete. Most of it, 99% of the time, the person that is selling the truck is hiding something. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have good sellers out there, and whatever they are hiding sometimes is not that big of a deal. It can get fixed and not costly. You know what I mean? But you have to look out for these things, because if you are on a budget, this can throw you off your A game. The next thing you have to look into before you take your mechanic there is to ensure all the paperwork on this truck is correct. Every single paperwork that is there for the truck is legit. That this truck was actually working for a company. He just take the stickers off. He just, this truck is ready for you. No, this is from private sellers. Now, if you're going to buy it from a used truck dealers, it's similar buying it from a private person, but the used truck is going to have more. They're going to throw in a lot more things into it. They're going to throw, one of the tricks that they have there is telling you they have warranty, in-house warranty, or if it's not in-house warranties, they hook you up with someone that actually you can pay maybe an extra $10,000 or $2,000 something or so to get warranty on your truck for this amount of this period of time, which you have to read that fine print of the warranty, because most of those warranty does not cover the important stuff on the truck. They cover like engine blocks and things that don't really go. You know what I mean? So sometimes those warranties don't make sense. You know what I mean? I know this one person, he had a truck, and the warranty that he have says they cover the DF, but when the DF start giving problem, and it was actually the pump was the problem or something like that, They said they cover the DF system, but they don't cover the pump. I never heard of this in my entire life. So that's what I'm trying to say to you guys, that some of these people giving out these warranties are not for you. These warranties is just to take your money, because the warranty don't fix nothing on your truck. So you have to be careful with these used truck warranties. Okay? The next thing I want to look for, and we can go on and on with the engine, but this is the most important part of the truck, and is the engine. If you guys can actually get the chance to get some oil out of that truck to do an oil sample, this is for your good. You can go to the cat dealer, one of those cat dealer outlets, buy this, the little bottle. I'm gonna do a video on that with the oil sample kit that you can get, and how to retrieve the oil from the engine. So this is after you go for your test drive. And remember, if you're going for a test drive, make sure you go on the highway. You get the truck on the highway, and make sure you go all the way up to 105, put it on cruise, and you make sure you run that truck for at least an hour or two, down the road and back. Highway speed, non-stop, just flying through, because you want, trust me, if anything to come up on that truck, once as the heat take that engine, or once the truck get heated up hot, the engine get hot, the check light is gonna fly up right in your face. You can't cruise around the neighborhood or cruise around the scheme and think that, okay, this is a good driving truck. No, you have to take it on the highway, and you have to put it down to the floor, put that cruise control on, you hold that steering, you let it go, you look if the truck is serving, you hold it, you know what I mean? Drive down the highway, you brake soft, you brake hard, you just drive it as if you drive a truck, a company truck, whatever. The next thing you want to pay attention to, because if you're going to buy a used truck, that means you have some idea that where the oil pressure temperature gauge should be at. You know, if it's a Volvo, the oil pressure, when you just start the truck, the oil pressure normally go, if the weather is cold out, like cold, normal temperature, the oil pressure will go all the way up to 60. But if it's cold, like it's the winter, coming to the winter, oil is cold, it's gonna go all the way around to maybe 90. It's gonna go at 90. When you start the truck, the oil pressure needle is gonna go at 90, and then as soon as it keep warming up, it go all the way down to 60. And if you press that cruise control for the extra rev, it's gonna go back like to 70, and then it come back. So you have to watch your oil needle to know when your truck is oil pressure gauge is working correctly. Then when it reach to the right temperature, it's gonna be anywhere between 40 going down to 30. That's in throttling, that's not moving the truck. And when you actually drive away the truck, move the truck, go on the highway speed and get back, and you stop and you park and you pull that handbrake up, that air brake up, that truck is gonna throttle at 30. This is on the Volvo truck. So any truck you're buying, you should know how and where the oil pressure would be and how it functions and all that, to know if the truck that if the oil pressure is still accurate. You know what I mean? The next thing you want to do with that oil, when you get back and park the truck, remember it's not your truck, but you can ask him. You can say, sir, I would like to get an oil sample from your truck. That is simple. You show him the kit, the tube, you put it down in the dipstick area, you pull the oil up, put it in the tube, and if you take it back to CAT, that can take you 24 hours to get a result on your oil sample of what's going on in the engine. Talking about oil sample, I have a video. I don't know if I release it as yet, or I'm gonna release it after this video is posted, but I know I have my oil sample results. I have the video done already, so I will tag it in this video, or if it's not tagged in this video, it's gonna be after this video sometime. So look out for that oil analyst video, right? Look out for that oil sample video that I take with my Volvo truck, and I'm gonna walk you through what is happening in my engine. This thing, if this truck is gonna serve me any longer, how my engine is performing, what are the particles that is in my engine and everything. So my oil sample is gonna tell you everything. Look out for that video. Like I said, it's gonna be in this one or after this. So don't miss it. All of that being said, in just go and look at the truck with all these information that I already gave you. This is just the first look. I should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm gonna mention it now. Make sure that truck wasn't teaming. If the truck was teaming, then it's a different issue you have to deal with. There's more stuff you have to pay attention to, because there's a lot of stuff is gonna go rapidly. And this is gonna come from the mileage, what year is the truck, and how to work out if the truck is steaming. You don't need to ask the seller. You can work it out yourself. First you need is the miles and the hair truck. Then how to work it out is the mile, right? The mile in art. Let's say the truck is 760,000 on the dash in kilometers. You as a company driver, let's say you run 10,000 miles for the month as a company driver, right? You have to know how much miles you run for the month. You should know. Let's say you run 10,000 miles for the month. This guy truck is a 2016 truck. He have on his dash 760. This truck is a 3-year-old truck. 3 years old. 2016, now it's 2019. 3-year-old. This guy says he never teamed the truck. I won't even tell you to buy that truck. He's already a big liar. Now in the time that we're living in trucking, everyone is actually running e-log. Who is not running e-log, running paper log is actually getting away. But now in the time, everyone is running e-log. And let me tell you this. If you are running 10,000 miles for the month, you're a human being like everyone else. Some people run more, some people run less. The average, if you're running hard and getting run every day, the most you can run, I think, is 1,400 kilo for the month. If you add your 10,000 mile, multiply it by 12, you're looking at 120,000 miles. That's in 1 year. 2 years is gonna be 240. 3 years is gonna be 360. He have 760. So where the other 300 miles come from? Did he sleep and drive? It's easy. Very simple to work out. So don't let them trick you on that aspect. It was steaming. He will give you another story that when he got it, he got it with 300 miles, whatever the year and the dates tell it all. You don't need to ask any question. The miles and the year tell you if that truck was steaming. When one driver was sleeping, the other one was driving, and that's how they run down the street. You know what I mean? So what this mean? Now he's selling the truck because the warranty is about to finish. That is not a joke. The warranty, because so much mileage on the truck, the warranty is finished at 800,000 most trucks. So the warranty is going to complete, it's going to up within the next couple of months. Now you want to get rid of this truck. Now when you get that truck, all those components around the engine that didn't went when that truck was on the fire, it's gonna go on you, because you're now a single driver. And let me tell you something about this. When the truck is running hot, things don't really go like that. It keep moving. As soon as you start parking that truck and start going, the truck start get less driving. That's when everything start to give way. The turbo, the starter, everything around the truck, the components around the engine, the water pump. There is so much stuff around the engine that is very expensive when it comes down to the job that will want to break right after you actually have this truck and going down the road and stuff like that, because the truck was steaming. So if you consider to go ahead and get that truck, still make sure it's in a budget that you can control or take care of it. You know what I mean? Because they will want to go ahead and sell this truck so expensive that when you go ahead and buy it, it's come like you're buying a new truck, which really and truly it's not. How you're gonna know if most of these stuff change is by the information they got from the dealer about the truck and what fixed. And some of the time it can physically like look, but I won't recommend that, because if your engine get a good wash, everything look new. You know what I mean? So you can't even go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to look at it to see if this changed or if that changed. You have to look at the paperwork. Now, some of the engines come in one color. Like green engine is green engine, red engine, blue engine, blue engine. So when they actually change a part, you can actually see that change of part on the truck. But some dealers or mechanic that you go to actually spray the parts back in the color of the engine, because that's what they did to me. So that's the reason why I can tell you. Now, this video is going to be continued. This is the first part of the video. The next video, I'm going to get inside the engine to point out some stuff that you guys should be aware of, look into, and pay attention to, and make sure it's in the correct working order. And all of this to be get done by the mechanic, but you want to do your own. Because remember, when you go, you're not going to take your mechanic everywhere you go to look at a truck, because you have to pay him for his hours. So you have to take him when you actually find a truck that you want. So you have to do your inside work before you take that money out to go and pen it with that mechanic to say, come look at this truck. You want to make sure you did your work on the truck already. When the mechanic come and give you the result, you're like, okay, let's go with this. And that's how you look into buying a used truck. And these are just information before even physically looking at the engine. The next video is to look at the truck and what to expect when looking at the truck. Thanks for tuning in. This is Troystarz. I don't want this video to be too long, so we're gonna cut it right here. So I'll see you back in the next video coming up. Thanks once again. Troystarz trucking. Peace. YouTube, Troystarz again. Now, if you make it this far in the video, that you're still here and seeing this video, these are just some bonus tips, you know what I mean? Like I said, the video is a bit long, but I still choose to put this one in. If you watch it all the way to here, that means you're serious about getting a truck. You're serious about getting involved in the industry. You're serious about what you want out of life and how to get started and want to start on the right foot. I just want to let you guys have an understanding where you are first, like where you're at. You need to make sure you're in the position to take care of the big responsibility, like a truck, plus your family, and plus your lifestyle. You know what I mean? If you need to change up your lifestyle just to make your business flow, that would be a great idea, you know what I mean? To go to the top, and then you can go back to where you were, you know what I mean? Like build your empire, you know, build your surrounding, build yourself, build you within yourself, you know what I mean? And then in that aspect, you will know, you know what? I made the money, now I can live the way I want to live. You know what I mean? You can't want to try to run a business and then run down the business yourself. You know what I mean? So something you have to cut. You have to make some sacrifices. Being a truck owner, you have to make some sacrifices. You have to learn how to save. You know what I mean? You have to, put away some of those lifestyle that you think is good for you, but actually is not bringing anything to you. Like, you're not bringing in any money. It's not making your life better. It's just making you feel happy just for a day. You know what I mean? But having a business, own an empire, having some income, being at the place where you want to be, that's more happier than anything else you can actually think of. You know what I mean? So I just want to give you guys an idea, like how to get the machine, the truck, big rig, whatever you want, and the best way to get it. You know what I mean? Mark, my way may not be the best, but it sure is a way that you can work with that will give you the best result in terms of getting on your way. You know what I mean? So just make sure you know what you want. Make sure you're ready. You know what I mean? It's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's not something to just look at and feel like, yes, I can do this, do that, do this. No, you have to pick. You have to make a choice. You know what I mean? And if you're going in the trucking industry, you have to know that your lifestyle can fit the trucking industry to survive out here. Else you will end up turning back your truck in, go back to being a company driver, being at the back at the list again, and then start talking down on yourself, which you are the one that actually failed. You know what I mean? So I just want to put these stuff in so that you guys can understand Don't go ahead and take out, don't go ahead and making some big purchases that you don't need right at the moment. You know what I mean? Focus on you first. You know what I mean? Focus on your career. Focus on the responsibilities that you're gonna have when starting off your own business. Focus on building yourself, get off the ground, and then you can live the style that you want to live. And trust me, you will see where this makes sense. And thanks for tuning in once again. And if you're here to this point of the video, just type in, I got it. I got it. Type that in and I will know that you make it this far, because there's no way you can type in, I got it, if you didn't watch everything. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and let me see what's going on in the comment. Big up. Peace. Troystarz. Truck.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.